What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell just as sweet. That's a quote from William Shakespeare in his play Romeo and Juliet. And he used this quote to convey that the naming of things is irrelevant. However, I'm not here to quote William Shakespeare for you all day long, but rather introduce a new publication in the journal PLOS ONE, in which this quote plays a very important role. Today, I would like to talk about art, more specifically the art of valuation. Together with my two co-authors, Bert Holtens and Adi de Ridder, we studied the difficulty in pricing art and the limitations of the conventional valuation models by using visual inspection to determine the pricing of art. Remember the quote from Shakespeare? The moment we start inferring an object's category based on its name, the naming is no longer irrelevant. In the world of paintings, the name of a painting may not be important for a potential buyer at an auction. For instance, the painting number 7 by Mark Rothko would still have sold for $82.5 million had the name been peach, lemon, orange. However, when researchers study the drivers of art prices, the name becomes important as it is often used for thematic classification of the painting, thus making the name of a painting relevant, contradicting the meaning conveyed by the words of William Shakespeare. For our study, we examined a large hand-collected sample of classical paintings by Swedish masters from 3 auction houses in Sweden. We characterized them based on various dimensions and reduced measurement error by visually examining and classifying each painting into a theme. We compare this visual approach with the conventional terminological approach. To give you an example, imagine a painting titled Red Sand. Are you picturing a red beach? Perhaps a Martian landscape? Nope, it's a nude. What about Broken Mirror? A terminological approach would tell you object perhaps. But let's look at the painting. Nope, another nude. And what about Sunday Morning? A landscape? Another nude? Nope, people. The terminological approach was unable to classify this one. In fact, the terminological approach often leaves a painting unclassified. It's clear that there are a few issues with the terminological approach. Such misclassifications would therefore lead to a measurement error when trying to estimate the hammer price of a painting using a hedonic regression model. For our study, we use a hedonic regression model, regressing the log of the hammer price on a number of painting characteristics, the theme of the painting being one of them. In addition, we're able to control for the presence of sample selection bias as we have information on paintings that did not sell in our sample. Since we have a case where our dependent variable of interest is only observed if a painting sells, we would introduce a bias if we would not correct for this. We therefore apply a Heckman selection model to capture this. We find that the technique, theme, and auction house all have a substantial impact on the price. For example, our findings support the existing evidence that oil paintings generally sell at a premium compared to paintings using other media. We proceed to compare the results we obtain when using visual inspection versus the thermological approach. While some results are comparable to our earlier analysis, we observe substantial differences between the thematic characteristics of the paintings along visual versus thermological analysis. In particular, this concerns the themes animal, nude, object, and people. We furthermore find evidence of a systematic bias which suggests that thematic classification based on the thermological analysis results in measurement error, as many paintings are mistakenly assigned as unclassified. We argue that artistic information should take precedence over analysis based on the artwork's title. This is because the latter leaves many artworks unclassified and results in a systematic bias. The study demonstrates the importance of using art-informed characteristics to reduce measurement error in pricing paintings. So, what's in a name? Well, just look at the painting.